needs to do it. Yeah, but you know, Kajol, really, what are what are some of the adjustments? What are the things that you really, you walk into it open eyes, and yet it doesn't fail to shock you that, oh God, this is a problem. How do I deal with this?
You know, it's really like I've been to boarding school, so maybe I was a little better able to cope with somebody, living with me than he was. He was like really. It was a real adjustment for him. So let me say that he really proved his love to me at that point of time.
Okay. We've got Mrinalini with us. She's a lawyer. You see a lot of divorce cases, Mrinalini. What are some of the things that people come up with as reasons for wanting to get out of the marriage? Talking about between two people on the adjustment front. Reasons that you've heard.
Okay. Initial problems are of incompatibility, which may be physical or emotional. Later on, it goes on if there's a third person in the marriage. And there are other stress, as you rightly stated, that the outer factors which are also there. In fact, the title of this particular thing, I would like to say that the reason for a large number of divorces is there's too much of I in a marriage and less of we in a marriage.
Right, Mrinalini. Okay, tell me, Kajol, Daniela, I want both of you to answer this question, and that is, do you think women have to make more of the adjustments, or is that changing today?
Well, I think I think generally women would have to make more of an adjustment because of the simple fact that they've left their entire, family, home, everything that is familiar to them, and come to somebody else's house. Even though you love the person and even though you know the person, it is a big difference. I mean, it took me a long time to, just to ask for a cup of coffee. It's a very simple thing, but the fact is that you're so uncomfortable. It's not that he made me uncomfortable or anything like that, but it's just the fact that it's inside you, that you're in somebody else's house at the end of the day, till it becomes your own house, till you can feel comfortable enough to call it your own home. I think that's the stage. So in that way, yes, I do think that women have to, adjust a lot more. But, guys do it as well. I mean, I really think he really had to adjust for me as well. Really. He was really good.
I think the story is in what you're not telling us. But Daniela, tell me, do you think that you had to, was the onus on you as the woman to do more of the adjustment?
No, I don't think so, because we are not staying with his parents.
Right.
So maybe in my case, cultural, but as a woman, no. Because he too has to, we have to meet halfway. So there was no point that I ask him that you have to do this for me or he can ask me. It just had to click in the middle.
I want to toss it back to Mrinalini. Mrinalini, when it comes to love versus arranged marriages, do you think that arranged marriages have a greater chance of success because there is pressure from outside to keep it going?
Absolutely right. There are more number of love marriages that end up into, going to the divorce courts than the arranged marriages. There have been a lot of love before marriage and too much of expectation, stars in the eyes. And then when you go and you get into a relationship, you realize you don't like the way he snores, you don't like the way he brushes his teeth, or he gargles, or whatever small things. And that which you used to love so much before that just becomes an irritant.
Okay, let me get Ajay in here because you reacted to that word expectations.
I reacted to expectations because when you are in an arranged marriage, you're not expecting it. You're expecting the worst.
Yeah.
And when you're courting, you're seeing each other, you put your best foot forward. You try to be the best person on earth because you're trying to woo the other person. And once you're married, then you become yourself. And the other person starts expecting you to be what you were before you were married.
Everybody goes in with a sense of expectation when you fall in love and you're getting married. You go in expecting that, oh my God, this person is going to be perfect. The point is that you have to realize that you're getting married to a human being at the end of the day who has his faults and who is
when
normal.
you're also courting, you're meeting the person for 4 or 5 hours in a day where I can afford to fake myself and, be
You can do a Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Exactly,
Hyde.
Exactly. But after marriage, you can't because you have to
so we'll take a commercial break. After the break, you're going to tell us about each other's imperfections and we're going to perhaps meet the most inspiring couple on this show. Namrata and Yogesh, they have a fantastic story to tell. And also, Kajol and Ajay will take us through the love test. We'll tell you more about what that is after the break.